Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient. Let me explain to you the delay. So we have several of our football players who are participating right now in the Mid-Penn, we used to call it the Mid-Penn Relays. It's the track and field event right before districts or states, Coach? Districts. So 2 of our players are seniors. One of our players that's participating is a sophomore, so they were hoping to be back by now. Unfortunately, with the rain today, there was some delay. So we're going to go a little out of order from what you see in your program, so I apologize. We really want to have the seniors here so they can have their moment. We do have the table set up. So we are going to go just a little bit out of order, so my apologies, but that's rollers. We adapt and we overcome. So what I would like to do is we are going to call up Coach Tony Fillmore, please, to the stage. Have a seat, cousin. All right, so we affectionately call Coach Fillmore baby boy. He's been here forever. But he does so much for the program. I'm gonna let Coach Erb talk a little bit about baby boy.
Good afternoon, everybody. So today we're going to take a few minutes here and acknowledge Coach Fillmore. A little bit about Coach Fillmore and our relationship. He was probably he coached me every year since I was on varsity. So he's been coaching for 25 years, 26 years, 27 years. We forget, but he's been here a long time. So our motto's often been about for the room, doing things for others and making sure that everybody's taken care of and being a helping hand to others. So Coach Fillmore is the definition of for the room. He will do anything you ask. He's been a huge part of this program. He goes above and beyond to make sure our kids' needs are met as far as the coaching staff. So every Sunday morning we game plan. So Sunday morning we've been game plan for 20 years. If anybody knows it, football is really a full-time job if you want to be successful. So no matter what the circumstances are, whether he's with family times and he's with his grandkids or he's hanging out with his family, at 6 a.m. I'll have his scout report already done ever since I've been coaching. So his commitment to our program and to the community is huge definition about what our program stands for. So we want to take today and take some time and appreciate his efforts over the past years and acknowledge his hard work by just giving him a little bit something that we feel special. Presented to Coach Tony Fillmore in appreciation of your years and many dedication for roller football, for the room. Well, let's say something, baby boy.
Well, this is a surprise. Let me just start by saying that I first got hired by John Beck, like 95, 96. Then went on with Coach Rob Diabler, Tom Haley, now Coach Erb here. And I remember coaching Coach Erb when he was a junior. And now here we are. And it's always nice to get these rings and medals and all these awards, but my most satisfying achievement for me is to coach all these fine young men and all the men that I've been associated with since 1995. And it's always an honor too to stand on the sideline with my fellow coaches every game. And to my wife had put up with all this for close to 30 years. And all this football coming home late, I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody associated with Steel High giving me the opportunity to coach. And it's something that I'll never forget. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Thank you.
So I just got a message that the track players are on their way back. So hopefully they will get here sooner than later because they deserve their time to be here as well. So again, we're going out of order, but what I'd like to do quickly is read a proclamation that the football team received from the Pennsylvania House of Representatives and also from the Senate of Pennsylvania. Now, just about all the wording is identical, so I'm only going to read one of them, but I will read to you who they are from. Each player and coach will be getting a copy of their own to take home with them. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the House of Representatives citation, as they call it. Whereas the Steelton-Highspire High School football team is being honored upon capturing first place during the 2022 PIAA State Class A Football Championships, and whereas to their great credit, the Steamrollers won the state title by defeating Union High School with a score of 22-8, and they further distinguished themselves during the season by winning the PIAA District 3 title. Under the expert guidance of head coach Andrew Irby and assistant coaches Tony Fillmore, Sean Evans, Chuck Lehman, Chris Lehman, Brett Klee, Stephen Pryor, Darren Jones, Dion Harper, Brandon Porter, John Becky II, Patrick Bircher, Brian Bircher, and Jermaine Chisholm, the team was comprised of Jakai Noss, Darrell Caesar Jr., Nazir Fuller, Tylee Sean Parker, Bam Appleby, Daquan McCraw, Drayton Saunders, Alex Irby, Jayon Perry, Jordan Miller, James Evans III, Javius Dent, Darnell Turner Jr., Asa Kochvar, Yamir Caesar, Ronald Burnett, I know it's a lot, right? Ronald Burnett, now you made me lose my place, Tristan Jackson, Tavon LeGrandi, Angel Luciano, Devin Reed, Anthony Crankfield, Tyshawn Holland Ali, Andrew Irby Jr., Marquise Beasley, Amari Williams, Eugene Green, Marcos Perez Jr., Sean Bennett Jr., Samaris Rivers, and Judah Hernandez. Also providing support and assistance to the team were Phil Gerhardt, trainer, Leanne Thorne Becky, operations coordinator, Ryan House, academic advisor, Eleni Cordero, principal, and Mick Iskrick Jr., superintendent. Now, therefore, the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pays tribute to the members and coaches of the Steelton-Highspire High School football team, as well as all those who assisted them upon their well-deserved recognition and championship win. Acknowledges their investment of skill and effort in competing on a level which demands perfection, extends best wishes for every future success and personal fulfillment, and directs that a copy of this citation, sponsored by the Honorable Dave Madsen on February 27, 2023, be transmitted to the Steelton-Highspire High School football team. So that is from the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. Let's give them a nice clap. And then we also received one from the State Senate, and this is signed by Senator John M. D. DeSanto. So we thank them for their support and the proclamations. Go ahead, give Senator DeSanto. Okay, so going out of order again. As soon as we won the state title, the very first question, what's one of the first questions you guys asked? Rings. When are we getting our rings? So that starts a huge venture of reaching out to businesses in the area, some businesses not in the area, so that we can try and raise the funds so that these young, incredible athletes can get the rings that they deserve. So with the help of our incredible administration, Coach Herb, and so many supporters and donors, we were able to purchase rings for the football team, the coaching staff, and a few of our administration and trainer and everyone that really had a hand in helping these young men stay healthy this past football season. So I would like to go ahead and if you did grab a program, if you look on the inside cover, that is the list of everyone that donated towards getting the kids their rings. We also will be getting state champion jackets. We really wanted to make the rings the first and main focus, but I think we are going to be able to go ahead and get you guys some jackets here. Probably in the next month we will have them, okay? So for everyone that donated, I just want to recognize them. So Roller Football would like to extend our sincere gratitude and thanks to the following donors who made our 2022 state champion rings possible. And it should say /jackets because we're going to have them in about a month. To our donors, if you are here and feel so inclined, we would love to have you stand. It is not mandatory. But if you would like to stand, we would love to just recognize you if you are here. We're going to recognize your name anyway, but okay, so we have the Sons of American Legion, Post 420. Is there anybody here representing the Sons of the American Legion, Post 420? I'll leave you anonymous because I see you out there. American Legion, Post 420 Auxiliary. Next Level Gun Club. Sunset Golf Course, Keystone Fleet Services. Coach John works for Keystone Fleet Services, so he can be their representative. Brady and Rosa Stroh, Andy Hartwick, First Student Busing, the Compass Group, JJ Carnes, who most of you hear at every one of our home games just about. He's the voice of the Rollers. John Sparks, State Farm Agent in Steelton. Steelton Maid. McClure, NRG. Pennsylvania American Water. Highspire Police. Brian Perry of Tucker Aaronsburg PC. Corey Leslie, Attorney at Law, LLC. Bill Z, Apple, Yost, and Z, LLP. Steelton Italian Club, LCSWMA, and Steelton Borough. Now there is one name that is not listed in the program, and that truly was an oversight on my part, but what this business ended up doing for us, as soon as we won, they reached out to me. I didn't even have to reach out to them, and they said, you know what? We want to do a fundraiser for the football team. And what we'd like to do is open our business in the evening. They're not normally open in the evenings. And we want to do a fabulous cheeseburger meal. 70% of every dinner purchased went to the football team. Think about that. You all know the cost of food these days and what your grocery bills are. Can you only imagine what it is for a restaurant? So the Highspire Diner graciously had the fundraiser for us. We raised almost $2,000 in that one night. We were there, what guys, 3 hours, 4 hours, Andy Julie? Something like that. And raised almost $2,000. I cried, I can't tell you how many times. We had the kids there, they were, serving the patrons that came in. But Andy and Julie Harmansis of the Highspire Diner, please stand if you would. Thank you so much. And Julie's even rocking her steel high gear, right? Hey, Julie, I see Andy has his on too. So thank you guys. It's so important that, we have the support of our communities the way we do, and not just the individuals, but the businesses and all of the different companies. So please, if you're in the local area, please support local business. You know, it just has such a great trickle-down effect. So, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move to the season reflections thank you part, but again, we're going to go a little bit out of order. Coach, I'm going to have you go after the boys. So Alex Irby isn't feeling the greatest today. He's fine, but he's not going to be able to speak. So actually in Alex's place, we have Ronald Burnett, double deuce. Come on up here. I knew he was going to do that.
So first off, I'd like to I'd like to start off by thanking everybody for being here, from the coaches to the community to my teammates, for just showing up. I'd like to thank the community in general for supporting us through the season, everybody who donated, everybody who was there at home games, away games, even at Belmont Charter, which was out the way. But I'd like to congratulate my team, because we did it. I'd like to thank the coaches especially, because those guys, they put in work that you would never know. Zooms every night at 8, even no matter what. Even though I wasn't doing them, but you know, they still, that was them. They made that happen, even though they have families. They got to get home, do things for their families, but every night at 8 o'clock, they made sure there was a Zoom. So I'd like to thank them. Again, I'd like to congratulate my team, because without y'all guys, man, none of this would be possible. Yeah.
Okay, next up, we are going to call up senior Daquan DQ Jaquavius McCraw.
All right, so Ronald pretty much summed up everything. I wanted to first say thank you to the people who donated this season. It's everybody who was at all the games and supported us. And yeah, my teammates, it was a tough season. We had a tough road, but we got here, we made it, we did what we had to do. You know, we had our ups and downs, but that comes with the sport we all play and with anything in life. So I want to thank y'all for sticking beside me this season on my final season here at school, so I can, you know, so we can win the state championship together. And y'all send me off, you know, happy when how everything went. And then the coaches, I want to thank them, because I ain't gonna lie, the coaches they probably weren't the biggest fan of me in the beginning, especially, you know, Coach Irvin and everybody. But they, you know, they took the time to try to learn and make me, like, help me understand the new system and the new, like, programs and everything. Coming up from North Carolina 2 seasons ago. Yeah, I just came up from North Carolina 2 seasons ago, so it was kind of rough learning everything new, but they made it easy for me to understand, you know, even if it was being up at night, just me one-on-one, coaches taking their time to make sure I got to understand everything that was going on. And just being able to come here and get on the field, make an impact instantly, it was, I like how the coaches, you know, believed in all the players, and they gave us the opportunity to showcase our talents, and then my teammates who trusted me to, you know, do at least my part, my half on helping us win the state championship this year. So thank you.
So a lot of times, DQ will see something that I post for the team, or we communicate with our players a lot via Facebook Messenger, the coaches and myself. And DQ will see something that I posted, something inspirational, or I congratulate them on a good workout or something like that. And he'll message me privately to give words of encouragement to the team, which I'll then share on his behalf. I have never met such an articulate, true young man like DQ. And every time I talk about him, he makes me cry. What is that? So, my little nickname for him is DeQuavius. That is not his name. He's got a beautiful name. But for the longest time, I called him DeQuavius. I couldn't tell you why. But one of the best things he ever said to me was like, I hear you when I'm on the field, Miss Leanne. I hear you going, get him DeQuavius! But what I'd like you to do is, would you mind addressing your team from the heart about the new season ahead of them?
So basically, from y'all workouts and everything, like that's really going to help y'all this season. It'll be good if everybody was at like workouts as like pretty consistent. I know I wasn't the most consistent, but you know that it showed at times. But being consistent in the weight room, it starts there because all the stuff, the workouts and stuff y'all get put through. Coaches, they're not doing it for no reason. They want to win this championship just like y'all win the championship. So the workouts, they really do matter. And then just sticking together as a team, like on the field, outside of the football field, in the class and everything, make sure y'all helping each other and stand together because it's going to take a brotherhood and y'all being as close as possible for y'all to win another state championship. Because y'all seen at the beginning we was a little loose and just figuring out everything, but then everybody gelled together. Everybody was picking each other up throughout the season, and then we came out on top like we all wanted to. So that's probably the most or the best thing that I can say for y'all for the advice for the upcoming season.
Okay, so next up, we're going to have Coach Herb come up and say a few words about our season.
Can the coaches come up, please? Thank you, coaches. Real quick, a little bit about our program behind the scenes. My standard and my expectation for the coaches are no different than the players and myself. So I hold these coaches to a high standard week in and week out. But the most important thing with these coaches that they do is they work year round. So I don't think people understand the time and the commitment that it takes to be a really good football team. Even if you're not good, the time and the commitment still stays the same. So there's no person in our program that is bigger than the program. Myself, coaches, players, this program is established and is built on great players and great tradition. So it's our job to uphold that. So these coaches do a great job with showcasing our rich roller tradition because the impact that they make in these young men's lives are huge. So these guys work year-round, and I'm not talking about the football part of it. I'm talking about checking in with these players, making sure that they're doing their schoolwork, checking in, making sure that their everyday life is okay. So these coaches and their commitment to the players is awesome. You guys probably would never understand the commitment behind this program. So our program, our mission and our vision, we always want to uphold our roller-rich tradition. We want to win our conference, win the district championship, and win the state championship. That's our expectation every year, and they understand that. But a big part of that and our vision is to have this state set up so that we can have kids going to college and have an opportunity to go there. So that's something that we strive on. That's something we talked about years ago that we wanted to see change. So this is one of our goals, to have this state set up, because we always had good players. But we want to make sure that at the end of our season, we had a state set up that we were giving kids opportunity to go to the next level if they wanted to. You don't have to go to the next level, but if you get the life lessons that this program brings to the table, it's awesome. So our core values, roller pride and effort. All right? Roller pride and effort means we need to uphold our rich roller tradition every time we put on a uniform. There is no helmet that you'll ever put on like a Steelton-High helmet. Our players control effort. Like I used to be one of those guys where I thought that winning and losing really meant something, but it really doesn't, because it all comes down to effort. It all comes down to effort. Tuesdays, what, players? Dominate. So our motto is, dominant players don't need reminders. Whether it be to go to school, make good choices in the community, I've never met a dominant player that needed reminders to work hard. That's one thing. Where we at? Laser focus. Your brain needs to be where your feet are at. So our kids are able to focus, all right, when we need them to focus so that they can make great choices. For the room. For the room is doing what's best for the team at all times, whether it be in the classroom, whether it be in the community, whether it be on the field. I have guys that play out of position year in, year out, all right, but they make the commitment to their teammates, all right, so that we can be successful, and we have guys that play out of position year in and year out, so that's important to me. We have coaches that coach 3 different areas at times. We have Coach Doc will coach 7th and 8th grade and come up and coach varsity. So we have a commitment across the board that's awesome for our players. Do your 111. Every single person in our program, from the trainer to Miss Leanne to John, we all have a responsibility. We play a huge role in that. All right. Saturday is mental toughness. So our mental toughness is, can you do things the right way that you're supposed to do it, even when they're extremely hard? Because most times, what most kids will do, when most people do, they'll take the easy way. But can you do it the way you're coached to do it? Faith is something that we talk about, that we believe. All right, our motto is, we prayed to be here. All right, so that's a big part of our program. But these guys and these coaches are a huge part of our success. So I'm fortunate enough. All right, I've been a part of great teams and great programs to win a lot. But the most important thing when you look at those rings simply had nothing to do with, to me, a ring that you get. That just reminds me of the adversity and the commitment that we had to go through something and fight through something. So every single time you look down at that ring, I want you to remember the hard days we had to go through, the good times, because we were all at a different place at some point. But it's about coming together, playing hard as a team, but making a sacrifice to the team. So I don't know what my record is, but I'll give you a real life, most important record for parents. So 85-1, all right? 85-1, that's my real life record. So this is for the parents. So I played from high school to college, I played in 86 games. My dad was at every single one of those games except for one. The only time my dad missed a game from high school to college was the one game when me and my brother played at the same time. So parents, it's very, very important. So you got to think, my dad was at 85 of my games. He missed one game when he went to my brother's game when it was in Cincinnati. So being a parent and being important, so people say, hey, who taught you how to coach and who taught you how to make commitments? My dad is my biggest role model because he was always there. When I looked up in the stands, no matter what the score was, my dad was there. If I had to travel to New York, we were playing a college game, my dad was there. So understand that your involvement is important. 85-1. Dad, we ain't even gonna give you the one because you were at Brian's game. So the commitment to the room, and those are things that you parents, you don't notice, but they know when you're there. They know when there's something special academically at the school, they know when you're present. So to the best of your ability, please make sure that you're present because it's important when you look up in those stands and you know your job is not your stats, not the touchdowns. My dad used to drive me in the car and say, he used to tell me one thing, don't let anybody outwork you. Never about touchdowns, never about stats, never about making it about you. He said one thing, don't let anybody outwork you. So these are things that I try to instill to these young men. All the other stuff will come. But the biggest thing is about making sure that you're there, commitment to the family. But again, I like to thank all of our coaching staff. I like to thank all of our players because your commitment to the room starts in the classroom, starts in the community, and it finishes on the field. All right? So, and all the donors and all the guys like my Showtime Media, you guys are greatly appreciated. You guys are showing up at everything. All the parents who donate waters and drinks and food. And also too, I like our 2 building principals to stand up. Ms. Kadera, Ms. Girl, stand up, please. So, in order to have a successful program, all right, in order to have a program at all, you you need people who are supportive in what you're doing, but they believe in your vision and they support the kids 100%. I can tell you with great confidence, we would not be the program we are now today without these two and their commitment to our program. From academics to if there's a concern or issue, but the support behind that throughout our school year was awesome. I brag like that all the time. They be like, hey, we're talking about coaches. I say, I heard coaches saying, the principal said this, the principal said that. I'm like, our principals are so supportive for all students across the board. They've been amazing with this ride. So I'm great. It's a great part of our program, but I want to make sure that we recognize their support and their commitment to our program. For you seniors, you guys appreciate it. And you know, one of the things we had was Jakai got hurt in 2 or 3 games. That was one that hurt us real bad, but he was able to find a way and bounce back and still get an opportunity. The kid worked so hard, and if it wouldn't be for a minor injury, but he still was able to pan out and get himself an opportunity. So we'll speak more about the seniors, but again, I appreciate the coaching staff, I appreciate your time, I appreciate your commitment, and just recognize one thing. No one is bigger than this program. We are just a part of something special. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Doc, can you stay up here just for a second, Doc? Just get up here. So, one thing we do try to do is when there are special holidays, we do try to send out social media posts from our official Facebook page for the team. And especially when it comes to the military, you know, we really want to make sure that we're showing our support. We are fortunate enough to have on our staff 3 former military, plus 1 who's not here, Coach Porter, but they represent the Army and the Air Force? Marines, yes, I knew that. So what we're going to do is, John was in the U.S. Army. Coach Harper is currently serving in the U.S. Army. And Doc is our solo Marine. And Coach Porter is currently serving in the U.S. Army. So I'm going to just let Coach Harper speak just a little bit to everybody and the team, just a little bit about commitment and, you know, what the military has done for him personally. So, Coach Dion Harper.
I want to say congratulations to players, team, coaches. When I first came to Steelton-Highspire, I met with Coach Irby and I said, Coach, what do you guys need? How can I just volunteer and be a part of what you guys got going on? And we started talking for a second, and you know, after like 5 or 10 minutes, it felt like I'd known him my whole life. It felt like we had so much in common in what he was trying to instill in his players and the things he wanted to accomplish as a community and an organization. It felt like home. It just kind of felt like home. I'm from Chicago, and my environment, football changed my life. Football put me in a position to think bigger than my community. And the United States Army has developed me in such a way to where all I want to do is just give back. I want to take everything that the Army has given me and allow me to pour it into others to help them be better. And as me and Coach Irby spoke, he said, I would love to have you part of our organization. And day in and day out, the coaches embraced me, not knowing me at all. They embraced me like I was family. Miss Leanne felt like my mom at times, and just showing what we needed. And the players, y'all dedication just to show up and play for each other, it was just honorable to see. In the Army, we don't worry about anything that's going on. We only worry about who we can take care of from the brother and sister to our left and the brother and sister to our right. You guys play like that day in and day out. So it was an honor just to serve with you guys. You seniors, congratulations on going on to the next level. And I'm super excited for the next season. And Marine, you got to rock. All right. But it's an honor. I salute y'all. Congratulations again.
Okay, so they are getting closer, so that's a good thing. So I think what we're going to do right now is, would you guys like to see what the ring looks like? Because no one has really seen the ring. Not yet. First, we're going to do the little picture, so come take a walk with me. So this year, we were fortunate enough to have several companies reach out to us that really wanted to design our ring. And I mean, I'm going to tell you what, you can get a ring that's $3,000 for one ring. It's incredible what you can get on a ring. So I'm currently wearing the 2020 ring. I don't know if anybody can see a little shine around my neck, but our ring this year, we decided to go just a little bit more bright, a little bit more showy, if you want to say. We decided to go with a company that is called Signature. Coach John, can you put the screen down? So we decided to go with a company called Signature for this year's ring. Got a little bit of feedback from our seniors and captains with what they wanted to see on the ring. Can you tell I'm dragging it out for you guys? Had some competing, ideas, suggestions. The ring that we got in 2020 is absolutely gorgeous. If anybody would like to see it, please see myself. Coach Herb, do you have yours on from 2020 or no? Coach Herb has his. I think Coach Evans, we're happy to show it to you. I'm blessed that I was able to receive one. I mean, it's just incredible. So what we decided to do this year is a little bit different. So in the photo that you're going to see that there is a necklace that I am wearing that I purchased for myself. And ladies and gentlemen, that's our ring. So the seniors and captains really like the idea of the different colors, the silver and the gold. So as you can see on the top of the ring, you've got our just beautiful logo for roller football. State champions is on the top. On the inside of the ring, which is the far bottom picture, on the inside, it says, "Others played for it, we prayed for it." Amen. Regardless of your faith or non-faith, regardless of what you believe or what you don't believe, at some point you're usually talking to someone, a higher power, maybe a loved one who left this earth, and you talk to them. We give our team the opportunity to pray however they want to pray. We, of course, do not force anyone. It is completely optional. But one thing we do is after every practice, before every game, and after every game, we meet as one, and we are saying thanks to everyone that has gotten us to that point we are at. Others, they just focus on playing and playing and playing. We want that state championship. We want that state championship. And yeah, we want a state championship too. But you know what? What we want is we want these young men to grow into productive citizens in the state, in the country. We want them to have the opportunity to go to work, go to college, whatever they choose to do. Others played for it, we prayed for it. And then on the band at the bottom of the ring is, gentlemen, for the room. You see that on all of our social media posts. You see Coach Herb mentioned it in his speech, and we say it a lot. And it is for the room. I'm honored to say I'm part of the room. We look at each other, we have each other's backs always. So, again, I would like to thank Signature Rings for just a beautiful design. I mean, and the ring is heavy. It's heavy, guys. Our sales representative is a gentleman named Robert Garcia. You know, of course, he's a salesman, and you think he's going to say anything to make a sale. He wanted to learn about our traditions. He wanted to know information like, you know, how did our logo get created with the star? How long have we been playing football? He wanted to know about us so that he could take our ideas and make something completely unique that has never been done. So I am honored to have said that I was part of putting the ring together with Coach Erb's approval and our seniors and captains who still didn't know what it looked like. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and do the ring ceremony. Now they are our teammates that are coming up from track. They're on their way. So what we will do is when they do get here, I will make, of course, sure that they get their rings. I am going to be announcing them. If any of their parents or family are here, you are welcome to come up and retrieve their ring for them, or we will hold on to it until they get here. For the seniors that are coming, we will do the signing ceremony as soon as they get here. So they should probably be here very shortly. They've been messaging me. That's why you kept seeing me leave the stage. Coaches, could I have you guys come up, please? Just says to me, wait, does the top of our ring come off? No. So we were able to, every player administrator was able to get their ring. I did give them the option, not players, but administration did get the option if they wanted a necklace instead. So I purchased my own, and then we also got our academic advisor, Miss Ryan. She wanted a necklace instead of a ring. So no, you guys do not get a chain, and no, the top of the ring doesn't come off. But all right, gentlemen, what we're going to do is if you guys can please line up over here in number order. Good boy, Ashton. Hi. Just stay. And while the boys are getting in number order, Willie Slade, Mick Isfrick, could you gentlemen stand up, please? Mick Isfrick, for those of you that don't know, is our district superintendent. Willie Slade is the assistant to the superintendent. And right along with Ms. Cordero and Ms. Gross, we could not do what we do without their support. When I tell you, these men will fight to the death to make sure the students of this district have something. I kid you not. I have never felt so much love from an administration like we do with Mick, Willie, Miss Cordero, and Miss Gross. Please give them a round of applause. All right, let me grab my roster. You'd think I'd have it memorized. Gentlemen, are we good? Yeah? All right. Number 1, senior Jakai Nas. And parents, please feel free to take photos, come out your chairs, whatever you would like to do. No. I just saw he has glasses on. Number 2, Darrell Caesar Jr.
I see you, baby!
That's right, that's right. Mr. Slick next with the glasses. Number 3, Nasir Fuller. On his way, senior, number 4, Tylee Sean Parker. Number 5, senior, Pam Appleby. Number 6, senior, Daquan DQ McCraw. Add back on. Number 8, Drayton Saunders. Number 9, clinging and clanging, Alex Irving. Number 10, also on his way, but I just saw Mom come in, Jayon Perry, stepping on his behalf, Amber Madden. Amber, were you down there? Were you down there? So she beat the track team home. So they should get here any moment. Okay, so next we have number 13, Jordan Miller. No. Samaje, are you here? Oh, there he is. Ma'am. So we also have another member on the track team, not here, but his younger brother, who is going to be joining us this year on varsity, James Evans. We refer to him as his middle name, Samaje. He's going to accept the ring, his brother's ring, on his behalf. So James Evans III. It says third. I thought you're the 4th. So the 4th, my bad. So, Samaje, younger brother. Another one of our players that is on the track team, Miss Sierra, did you happen to make it? Okay, come on up if you would, please. So, Javius Dent is also on our track team. Our track team is something, y'all, I'm telling you. If you have not been to see them, you have got to see these kids. They're incredible. But Javius is also one of our players that's on the track team and was competing today. Accepting his ring on his behalf is the Miss Honorable Mayor of Steelton, Miss Sierra Dent, accepting Javius Dent's ring. And his little baby brother, Justice. And Javius is number 18, by the way. Next we have number 19, Darnell DJ Turner Jr. So another one of our players, one of our seniors that's on his way, is Asa Kochvar. He is next on our roster, number 20. I know his family is with him, so they'll be here soon. Number 20, 21, always making me laugh. Yamir Yeezy Caesar. Come on, Mom, let it out. Let's go, Mom. I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen that boy in a bad mood other than when he's fighting with his brother. Other than that, that boy's always making us laugh. Okay, number 22, Ronald Ronizzle Burnett. I'm gonna take just a moment before I announce this next player. I have never seen somebody so committed the way this young man is committed, and he has faced a lot of adversity in his life. But I'm gonna tell you what, he works so hard. I think that the team can agree how hard this young man works. Tavon saying no. But no matter what, he's there, he's supporting his teammates, he takes a licking, he stands up, he's like, can I go again? He doesn't care. So I would like to present to you number 24, Mr. Tristan Jackson. Next we have number 32. And Coach Herb's one of his favorite players. Another one that will just go and go and go and go. Tavon LaGrande. He's got his medals in his pocket. I see the blue ribbon hanging. Next up, number 34, Angel Luciano. Next up, number 50, Devin D. Nice Reed. So the next player that we have, before I announce, he was a junior, is a junior this year. He's going into his senior year. He is one of our multi-sport athletes, which I'm sure you know, just almost everyone at Steel High who does participate in the sport, they're usually multi-sport athletes. This young man unfortunately sustained a bit of an injury during baseball. It is quite possible he may not be able to play his senior football season, but that does not make him any less of a member of our team, and he will always be a member of our team, and you know, he'll be on the roster again this coming season. We don't know for sure because he could, you know, recuperate, and you know, anything is possible, especially with this young man. But ladies and gentlemen, number 51, Anthony Craigfield. I asked his permission before I said anything. My cousin trying to get up on stage, he wants to bring. Next up. This one will make me cry too. Woo! Number 52, Tyshawn Rico Howard. Tyshawn's older brother, Ty Dre, played for us as well, 4 years varsity. Same thing with his little brother. Okay, next up we have number 53, Andrew Irby Jr. So before I announce this next young man, he is one of our seniors. He is one of our seniors that is going to be pursuing his academic career at the next level. Still Thaddeus Stevens School in Lancaster, but he has chosen to really focus on his academics. So he will not be joining us at the signing table, but that does not make him any less special as a senior, because I'm going to tell you what, when this young man joined our team, the respect, the hard work that came from this young man is beyond commendable. I told him that I would definitely still make sure that everybody knew he was going on to pursue his academic career. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you number 54, Marquise Beasley. A lot of you know Amari, Eugene, Jayon, just best friends like forever. I call them my triplets because where there's one, there's usually all three. So here's the second of the triplets, number 55, Mr. Amari Williams. Rounding out the triplets, we got number 56, Eugene Green. You are grinning something fierce, Dew. I like it. Dew is usually very serious. He has a very serious face. I get a smile out of him every now and then. I'd like to present to you number 57, Marcos Dew Perez Jr. Shawnee. Next up, we have number 58, Sean Bennett Jr. I hear that, the Bennett girls out there. My guy. Number 75, Mr. Samaris Rivers. And this young man, I had the honor of knowing his older brother, played for us, Eli Hernandez. I present to you number 90, our kicker, Judah Hernandez. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and announce our coaching staff. Assistant coach, Tony, baby boy, cousin, Fillmore. Next up, Coach Sean Evans, and also accepting on behalf of Coach Chiz, Jermaine Chisholm, is Mr. Coach Sean Evans. Not here because they're coming back with the track team. We have assistant coaches Chuck Lehman and assistant coach Chris Lehman. They should be here soon. Not with us today is also assistant coach Brett Clee and assistant coach Stephen Pryor. Stevie, I think, should be a track, same with Brett. Yeah, so they're also a track. See, I'm telling you, if you have not seen the track team, please make it a point to go see that track team. Next up, we have Coach Darren Doc Jones, and also Coach Jones is going to be accepting his brother's ring, who is our cinematographer, Mark Jones. Next up, Coach Dion Harper.
Hey, happy birthday, man!
It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Coach! You got it, Mark. Next up, Coach Pat Bircher. And it's another family connection, Coach Brian B. Bircher. Next up, Mick, did he leave or is he still here?
He had to leave.
He had to leave, okay, so next up is Superintendent Mick Istrick. Assistant Superintendent Willie Slade, come on down. Willie Jack Slade, former roller football player too. And while Willie makes his way up, our illustrious principal, Miss Eleni Cordero, and our illustrious assistant principal, Miss Tara Groves. I know. Did you almost take Ashton out? And last, but certainly not least. Okay. So, you know Coach Erb. I am honored to not only call this man our head coach, but my friend. He is an incredible mentor to every student in this district, not just our football team. Coach Erb, enjoy your ring.
Let's get another one!
Could always use a new set of uniforms.
Yes, please.
Last but not least, so a little bit behind the scenes, as you guys know, like, we do the football work, but being organized and making sure that our student athletes have every single thing that they need, from our preparation to our schedule. We really want a college-style program where the communication and the times and the setup and the planning is down to the T. From the you guys gotta believe our prayer is mapped 2 minutes before we come out. So we're mapped down to the minute, but our program would not be the program it is today without Miss Leanne. Just a tremendous gift for our community. Stand up for this man, stand up for it. Because you wouldn't have had us today if we weren't here. Thank you all. So we'll give a few few minutes because you college guys can start to gather up to the stage because we want to make sure that we're recognizing our guys that's going to college, and the other guys should be here shortly.
Gentlemen, feel free to take maybe, take about a 10-minute break, everybody, if you don't mind. We really want to honor everybody together. But feel free to check out the kids' rings and stretch your legs. Chris Layman, head track and field coach. Let's give him a round of applause. Chris and his staff, I'm telling you, they have a way with our track and field team that I truly have never seen, even when I was in school. It's something special. Okay, so as you can see, our players have been joined by their immediate family and their roller families. The players are up here on stage as well. Players that are just joining us, if you did not get your ring, we'll make sure that you have it. But now what we'd like to do is recognize each of our seniors that are not only going ahead to the next level to play football. Football is always the bonus. They are choosing to pursue further education in college and trade schools. I think that deserves a round of applause. So what we are going to do, I had to tell Kai he couldn't talk for 20 minutes, so don't give me a side eye. So we are going to go down through each of our seniors. They are going to say whatever they would like to say, and then they are going to let you know where they are choosing to pursue their college career in football and academics. So first off, number 1, senior Jakai Nas.
First, I'd like to thank my family, friends, and coaches for helping me get where I am today. And with that being said, I will be going to the New Mexico Military Institute. Go Bravo.
Next up, we have Tylee Shawn, as we call him affectionately, Dewey Parker.
I would like to say thank you to all my coaches, Miss Leanne, and my mother, and my grandma, for if I wasn't here, I don't know where I would be at. That being said, I'm taking my academic and athletic scholarship to Eastern University. Go Eagles.
Eastern University. Next up, Bam Appleby.
I just want to say thank you to all my teammates, coaches, the school district, and all the teachers at the school that helped me along the way, my parents as well, my friends and family. And, I'm going to attend Wheeling University in West Virginia for my athletic and academic career.
Back and forth. Next up, he makes me cry. Daquan McCraw.
I wanted to first say thanks to my mom, because all through like my years in school and everything, it's just been her. So she's been here the whole time. She's been my #1 supporter the whole way through, and she 100% supports the decision I'll be making here in just a couple seconds. And then I also want to thank my coaches. This is probably, for me, this is probably the best group of coaches that I've been coached by. They've been the toughest on me, and they trusted in me and gave me the opportunities needed to be able to sit where I'm sitting at right now. I want to thank all my teammates too as well, because without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I want to give personal thanks to like my quarterback, because he's really been the toughest on me throughout the whole season. Alex, he's been playing that leader role that he's supposed to do as a quarterback. My teammates here in senior class, we're all close. We've been cool for a minute. You know, good relationships. Asa and Bam, everybody's been, you know, basically family. We're all family now. So, and then my brothers and stuff at the house, and my other family and friends who've been here the whole way. The school district and everybody else. was associated with Steelton-Highspire. And with that being said, I'll be taking my talents and furthering my athletic and academic career at AHOP Christian Leadership Academy in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Asa, how did you do today? He said he did all right at track. Asa is one of our big throwers. So, next up, Asa Coach Bar.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to my parents, my grandparents that helped us transition to Steel High move so smoothly. It's been a journey for sure. And I'd like to say thank you to the community. You guys have been so welcoming. The coaches too pushed me. I learned a lot here, more than I ever thought I'd learn. It's been a great experience, and meeting all these new people on the team made a lot of great friends. So it's been great overall, and just want to say thank you. With that being said, I will be studying business and taking my athletic abilities to Kutztown University.
Next up, we have Tyshawn Holland Ali, who just is not a big talker. He says, Miss Leanne, do I really have to talk? I said, well, no. I'm sorry, I lied. So, Tyshawn Holland Ali.
First off, I'd like to thank everybody that came out today. I'd like to thank my family, my teammates, my coaches for pushing me every step of the way. That being said, I'll take my academic and football career to Lackawanna College.
Wasn't so bad, now was it? So, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you, and Marquise, where are you, dear? Marquise, could you get beside Jakai? I give to you our 2023 Roller Senior Football Players. Gentlemen, it has been a true honor and pleasure to know you as your team mom, parents, guardians, brothers, sisters. You've done an amazing job. You have some incredible, incredible young men. I'm sure they drive you crazy at home. You have raised some incredible young athletes. Congratulations, parents. Let's give them a round of applause, please. All right, with that being said, everybody, that brings our ceremony to a conclusion. I thank everybody for bearing with us through our adversity. Please feel free to come up and take photos, see your players, and thank you to everybody who supports us every single day of every season. Without you, we could not do it. So, go Rollers, here's to our next season.